fuck you, Richard, I got the right-handed handshake. Hello, Wem, how are we? Are we good? Are we having a good night? This is going to fall over. Something tells me it's not the most stable of stages, and I'm the fattest comedian. No, big boned. You could have been nice. I got an R, but not a text, which is good. I'm sorry. I won't alienate you. You haven't got your phone out, and I'd, just like to thank you for that. Ladies and gentlemen, it's so nice to be here in Wem. It's a very picturesque town, and I've learned something. Have you learned something from all the comedians tonight? Good. No, nobody's learned anything. I've learned that if you get nervous and you're a palm sweater, and you get nervous when you do stand-up comedy, don't write your fucking jokes on your hand. Especially if Richard Cormie's going to knock half the lighting rig over before you come on stage. So, it's ever so nice to be here, really, really nice to be here. I'm going to look at that anyway. But yeah, a lot of people do say, how do you have the nerve to do it? How do you have the nerve to get up there? You must take a lot of bollocks to get up there and be a stand-up comedian. And I say, actually, it's not that bad. I've got a friend who has got another job, it's much tougher. He's a supply teacher. He's a supply teacher for a specialist unit in Salford. First week he phoned me up, he was like, Joe, I've got to teach them to read and write. How am I going to do it? I said, listen, just try and get them to put it into how they use it in their everyday life. Phoned me a week later, he said, Joe, they're all reading and writing. I said, brilliant, what are you teaching them? He said, ransom notes. You will never see your wife alive again, comma. It's the little details, guys. It's the little details in life. I mean, the news of the world is dead. We're happy about that? Yeah. No, you're all news of the world redesign. Replaced by the Sunday Sun and the new columnist, Katie Price. This is another reason I'm glad Richard said, he was doing similar material. But yes, as Rich mentioned, basically, she did come out. She's like their new columnist. She came out and said, unlike my books, I'm going to write these articles myself. Brilliant. And I know she was telling the truth, because when I finished reading it, all the crayon had come off over my hands. It is the little details. I didn't know, for example, that apart from being the thing that you sit and watch at home, TV is the common abbreviation for transvestite. Did you know that? You knew that? I've never seen a more shocked face. It's okay to know it, you don't have to be one. But I didn't know it, so yeah, no, I didn't know that TV meant transvestite, otherwise I wouldn't have answered that classified ad. The trouble is, you sound like you know what you're doing. I'm always haggling on the price, asking if they got anything bigger than 9 inches. Should have seen me when the delivery turned up. TV, new TV. Oh, TV! Oh, yes, I bloody well am, said Deborah. And that's it, the little details in life, the little details. Like, for example, in some religions, and I won't get deep, but in some religions, apparently, if you martyr yourself, you get to spend eternity having sexual pleasure with 71 virgins. That sounds like a good deal to quite a fat, middle-aged black man. But look at the details. Do you know any good-looking virgins? You're going to get up there! They're all going to be massive, alright, You can do anything you want to. I have never been touched. There's a fucking reason. Oh dear, dear, dear. So I'm recently back from a holiday in Los Angeles. Come on! I spent 800 quid in Los Angeles! They have texting in Los Angeles. If I'd have texted you that text, you'd gone, ooh, Los Angeles. Yeah, I flew over there on that airline that's named after people who've never had sex, you know the one, that's it, yeah, British Airways. And I flew over there, and what I want to know is at what point did all air stewardesses decide to become bright orange? When did they all go, yes, we must all be bright orange? Was it the advent of budget travel? Was it Stelios with EasyJet? I want everything on the plane to be orange and easy. Everything on the plane, Scilly asked? Everything on the goddamn plane! Well, I guess we gotta find ourselves some liver-bucking women. And staff was bastard. But I went over there, I was actually flying on Virgin Airways, it's very nice. I had a lovely air stewardess, her name was Teresa. She was the obligatory bright orange. She was a very beautiful girl. She did have something quite wrong with her face. It was a bit sort of droopy. I spent the entire flight trying to figure out whether she'd had a stroke or was paying for her Botox in instalments. I'll tell you what, if she doesn't make that second payment, she'll be laughing on the other side of her face. So I got to Los Angeles. Los Angeles, the party capital of the world. I'm a young guy, I'm single, I'm a bit overweight, but all Americans are fat, so I thought it was going to be absolutely amazing. And I did what every red-blooded male would do as soon as I landed. And I called my mummy and I told her that I landed safe. And she's a lovely woman, my mum, but she always asks the same daft question every time I go away. I've called her from the airport, the town was booming in the background, she goes, "But have you landed safely?" No, Mum, we crashed, everybody died, I'm bobbing around in the Pacific right now, but the whole world survived, and I've got a signal. Incredible. But lovely woman, I mean, she gave me a lot of good advice when I grew up. She used to say, people in glass houses, your mum ever say that? Mum ever say that to you? Yeah. People in glass houses should move, it's a shit house. And she's great, my mum, as long as I don't do three things. As long as I don't smoke, get a motorbike, or get a tattoo, I could do anything in the world. If I phoned her up and said, "Mom, I'm calling you from prison, I've been convicted of a sex crime," she would say, "But don't use it as an excuse to start smoking again, Jack." Unbelievable. But, you know, I'm sure that all mothers are like that. You know, I reckon, like, you know when Brad Pitt and Angelina Jolie go on one of their peacekeeping missions to one of these faraway countries like Outer Mongolia, and Angelina spies a baby with a skin colour she hasn't quite managed to nap for a collection. "Oh, I'm going to get you and call you Phoenix, you will." And I reckon, because they go as peacekeepers, don't they, Brad and Angelina, and he comes across like a peacekeeper, he comes up, I was like, "Yeah, I'm here to help out of Mongolia." But she reminds me of a bit like an international version of the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang. She's getting off the plane going, "Hi, hi, hi, lollipop, lollipop." It's a quality Angelina Jolie impression, but yeah, and I'm sure when she's found the one she wants, you know, she's got it out the net, and she's got her arms around it, and she's gently pulling it to her bosom while shoving a fat, sweaty wad of cash into poor Outer Mongolian mother's face. The Outer Mongolian mother is saying, "But Angelina, do whatever you want to with my baby." Has anyone been to Outer Mongolia, by the way? The accent's spot on. "Whatever you want to with my baby, as long as you don't let it smoke, ride the motorcycle, or get on the pool." And I think you'd be okay with the first two, because Angelina Jolie seems like quite a nice woman, despite everything I've just said about her. But not get a tattoo. Have you seen her? She's covered. I mean, a heavily tattooed woman used to be a bit of a turn-off, but Angelina Jolie is fit, ladies and gentlemen. She's the only woman I've ever seen that I would like to shag and read. Admittedly, they're the two things that set me right off to sleep, so if I ever scored a night with her, the bragging rights would be pretty laying down the pub. But yeah, what was it like a night with Angelina? It's a cracking night's sleep, actually, John. Straight through. So I went to LA, I got to LA, everybody's an actor. Everybody's an actor. Everyone you meet, "I'm an actor, hi, I'm an actor, what do you do, I'm an actor." I thought you were my waiter. "I am your waiter, but I'm also an actor." Right? I'm a fat bloke from England who really wants his lunch, so in between movies, do you want to go and get it? But what I really came to despise actors, I was only there for a week and a bit, but I really came to despise them, and what I really came to despise, I don't mind, I like films, I like plays. I don't like adverts, but, you know, everyone to their own. What I hate is they call it work. "Have you seen his work? It was incredible work. He has worked on Broadway." And I'm thinking, work is hard and shit. What you're talking about is a very well-paid game of pretend. Just call it what it is, that's all. "Have you seen his pretending? It was amazing. He's pretended all over the world." Ladies and gentlemen, the Oscar for the best pretending from And the other thing is, they talk about their days and say, oh, this movie was so long. We did a 16-hour day. And I'm thinking, shit, that is a long day. That's a longer day than I ever worked, 16 hours. What did it consist of? Well, there was a lot of hanging around. Whoa! Back up there, Scilly. You don't stamp the car until you start work. Hanging around, like, we hung around all morning and then we broke for lunch. No, you had half a day off. I'm going to dock you some of your $20 million. If you worked in construction and you had to put a staircase in and you got a morning to do it and the skipper came back and it hadn't been done, I don't think he would come around and go, oh, yes, marvellous. We go, what's going on, lads? You haven't done it. And I don't think they get away with going, whoa, boss. I'll have you know, me and the boys have been hanging around. So, Charlie's been trying to find his motivation to get in that digger all morning. And then we broke for lunch. Well, you've been a lovely little crowd. Thanks for listening to me. I'm going to hand you back over to Scott. I'll see you again soon. Take care.